and welcome to my YouTube channel. This morning we're in Glencoe and we're up at the Three Sisters Mountains in Glencoe. So what you'll see is there's a small waterfall behind me. I've just moved up the river Coe, and the midges are absolutely crazy. It's been raining overnight, so everything's damp. There's no mist or wind, and I'm getting eaten alive. So I'm going to take some quick photographs here of these falls, and then I'm going to walk and follow the river down to the base of the Three Sisters, and we'll see what shots we can get there, and hopefully there'll be no midges. So join me this morning as we try and get some photographs, and hopefully we can be midgie free further down the river, and I'll share the images as I go along, and I'll catch up with you hopefully when we're midgie free. Okay, so I've just set up the camera quite quickly because I am getting eaten alive with midges here. I'm just taking a few shots. I've focused in on the centre of the fall. There's a couple of falls in a gorge in the background, so hopefully we'll be able to pick them up. This is not fun at all. I'm actually just going to take some quick shots and then I'm going to shoot out of here because this just seems to be like Midges City this morning. I'm just going to quickly get some focus points in my image. This is really slapdash because I don't know if the camera can pick this up, but I'm getting absolutely eaten alive here. So I'm just going to focus in again. Oh, I really hope these shots will turn out because these wee midges are pests. Right, I'm going to head up because this is unbearable. Okay, so I've moved up out of that gorge. I've had a 5-minute respite for the midges, but they're following me. So I'm going to quickly take this shot. So this is the Three Sisters that you can see in front of me. I'm just turning the polarizer to see if I can get some kind of definition in the clouds. Oh boy, these are in my eyes and they're getting in my ears. This might be the fastest video on YouTube because of these midges. So I'm just going to focus in on the centre of the frame. I'll do a quick exposure compensation just so I can get the highlights in the clouds. I'm going to move away from here because this is actually horrible. Let me see if I can get one more image. In fact, I'm not even sure if these photographs will turn out because of the midges. Jeez, oh, I've never had it as this bad before, to be fair. Not out taking photographs. Oh. Wow, this is crazy. I can't even concentrate on my images. So I'll tell you what I'll do is I'm just going to move down river and then we'll see if we can get away from all of these midges, because this is unbearable. Okay, I've moved further up the hill just to see if I can get, well, one, away from these midges, but the other thing, there's a really nice view here. Yeah, the falls, well, there's actually a number of falls in this area, but what I was trying to see if we could get some images of the Three Sisters here. I'll just check the composition, and the midges are back. Right, so I'm focusing in on the rocks in the centre of the image. Oh wow, I am getting eaten alive. I've got f8 a 13th of a second, ISO 100, and I'm just going to see if I can zoom in. In fact, I'll just turn the camera portrait. This is not enjoyable. I'm just trying to see where I can place the polarizer. Really, the polarizer just now is not for the water, it's more for the sky. So I'm upping my ISO to 200. Wow, I cannot see a thing here. Oh boy. I'll take that shot. Right, and I'll do a quick exposure compensation. So I've got 50th of a second f8 and I'm up to ISO 200. And I'm done here. I need to keep moving because I'm getting no respite whatsoever for these midges. It might be better down by the water. Well, I've actually come into the river to see if I can get away for the midges, but they've followed me. They're all over my hands. So I've spotted this tree. So I was going to see if this tree could make quite a nice composition. So I've got an 1/8 of a second because I want to slow down the water as it's coming through the rocks here. I'm going to focus in on the tree. God, I can't see a thing with these midges. So that looks quite nice. I'll do a quick exposure compensation. Oh man, this is horrible. Blimmin' heck, I've never seen this before. I'll turn the camera over just to see if I can get a landscape shot. I'll zoom out, and what I'll do is I'll put the tree on the third on the left of my image. I'll adjust the polarizer so that I can take the glare off. I'll just double check my focus is on the tree. I'll take that shot. Well, so much for thinking I could come down to the water and get away from the midges. They're everywhere. The problem I've got is there's no breeze, and it's horrible. Well, I think it's going to be safe to say the midges are killing this photo shoot this morning, that's for sure. I'm just going to take some quick shots here. I've got the top of a waterfall and I've got a tree sweeping round. Oh, I'm just going to focus in on the tree at the top of the waterfall. Wow, this is absolutely unbearable. I've got an 1/8 of a second f8 ISO 50. It's underexposed. Oh wow. I should have had a fan. So what I'm going to do is turn the camera around and see if I can get a... I'm going to have to do a panoramic here. So what I'll do is I'll try a panoramic shot. I'll focus into the centre of the image. Okay. One. Actually, I never put my hand in front. So let me put my hand in front. I think I'm going to have to call this a day or a morning. What time is it? It's 5 to 8 in the morning and this is painful. And this is really painful. So I'll just move the camera around, get the second shot. Gee whiz. Oh, it's like a cloudy midges I've got in my face. And my hands are covered, my camera's covered. I don't have my midge in it because it's in my van. Right, so what I'll do is I'll quickly turn round and get a shot here. I think I'll make this a panoramic shot as well. At least I might have 2 or 3 images I might be able to share in this video. I think as the trend goes, this video might turn into a short rather than a proper video, so I'll put my hand in front. Oh wow. I'll just check the polarizer for glare. There we go. Turn that round. I'm afraid the midges have beat me today. Oh, I'll do an 8 image panoramic. It's just because I was chopping off the top of the mountain there, and as I turn round, do you know, this is why I prefer to shoot Glencoe in the winter, because I have to admit, this is the worst I've ever experienced the midges. It is horrendous. Oh, they're everywhere. Right, I'll put my hand in front. Right. Actually, what I might do is take a shot of that tree while I'm here. I'll get a landscape shot of that tree and put it in the right third. So it's on the right hand side of my screen. I'm just zooming out a little bit to give it space. Ouch. I'm just turning my polarizer around. Sorry, I am getting absolutely eaten alive. I think I'm going to have to go and find new locations. I'm also worried about my camera equipment with all these midges. Right, enough. They beat me. Right, let's go and find a new location. Let's drive down to the loch, leaving. down to Loch Leven because there's a slight breeze here. There isn't as many midges. My eyes have been bitten, my hands are bitten, everywhere's bitten, so I'm just going to take some shots of the loch because the loch's really still. It's absolutely stunning this morning, and I'll just zoom in on some of the yachts. There's a nice heron down there, got some nice light in the sky. The other thing I've noticed is I'm in this car park, and this is a new car park that the Glencoe village has set up. That's really helpful, especially here. Down to the edge of the loch because there's an old, I don't know if it's a water pipe or whatever type of pipe it is, but it looks quite nice as a leading line because the water's so calm and still here at the edge of the loch. I might get some nice photographs, but as I was walking down, there's also a nice path leading to those trees, so I thought that might make quite a nice image. I'm just going to up my ISO to 640. I've got f8. I have got my polarizer on. Oh, that's actually that could be a really nice image. So I'm shooting handheld just now because I've just left the other tripod in the car. I was in such a rush. I ran up the hill to get away from those midges and they're still all over me. But what I'll do is I'm just going to shoot handheld just now, and I'm going to use this old pipe as a leading line. And what I'll do is I'll bring the camera over and let you see what I'm taking photographs of. So this is the pipeline here that I was talking about that could make quite a nice leading line. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stand over here and see if I can use them. I'm just going to turn my polarizer around just to make sure I get any glare off the water. I'm focusing in right at the centre of the pipe. That could be quite a nice shot. So I'm just going to turn the camera around to landscape now. I'll adjust the polarizer again just to make sure I've got no glare in the water. I'm shooting at 1/160th of a second just so that my hand, I've got detail in the image so my hand's not too shaky. So what I'll do here is actually, I think I'll do a panoramic image. That's 8 shots. I can't really go that much further down because I haven't got my wellies on because it was quite opportune. What I might do is I might walk closer to that tree and see if we can get a close-up shot of the tree. Well, I am closer to the tree, but as you can see there's a big huge puddle in front of me. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stand here and see if I can take a couple of shots of that tree, or the wee cluster, the two big trees and the small tree, and we'll just see how that goes. I'm going to go low because I wanted to see how it would look with that puddle in the foreground. And what I might do now is change that to portrait mode. I'll try that again. Right. So now I'll just zoom straight in. I'm using the path in front of me as a lean line. That's probably better as a portrait, in portrait mode actually. Yep, that'll turn it to be quite a nice image. I'll maybe take some shots of the yachts, and then what I can do is I'll get a nice 16 by 9 crop, and what I mean by that is like a letterbox style. I've just lowered the ISO there. Right, so I've just, as I've turned round, I've just seen another nice reflection there. It's a hotel. And again, these images, I can crop these images so that we've got more of a kind of panoramic view of them. But yeah, I'll need to be careful where I walk because I haven't got my wellies on. There's a lot of standing water, but to be fair, there's not a lot of reflections around them. As I look over to the pipe there, there's a bit of a S bend and a squiggle standing water over there, so if I can get over there without getting my feet wet, then I'll have a look at how I can use that as an image. Okay, so there's as I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of seaweed here because that's where the sea loch comes right up to the edge of the car park here, but there's quite a snake effect to the water here, and I was just wondering if that might make quite a nice composition. So if I just adjust my polarizer, because I don't want any glare out of that water, because I'm going to do a tight crop, and if I turn it round, it'll probably be better as a panoramic. And then what I can do is I can crop that down later on. I'm actually closer to that hotel where I can get some reflection shots, and also the boats in the loch. So yeah, they could turn out as quite a nice image. There's, if I look back, there's a pool of water with the reflection of the pap of Glencoe. So I'm just going to adjust the polarizer just to see if I can exaggerate the sky. Take that image, that's a wee bit overexposed, so if I drop the ISO down to 320, yep. What if I do a quick exposure compensation, and then that could turn out to be quite a nice shot. Just in case this is the last of the videos today, just because the midges have been absolutely horrendous. Thanks for watching this very rushed video. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. But thanks for watching. It's definitely going to be a short one. If you like it, please give it the thumbs up. Press the bell notification and that'll notify you when I next publish a video. But thanks very much. Sorry, I will come back a better time when the weather's a lot windier and a lot more forgiving than today, because I think I've learned a big lesson today is when there's no mist, don't go down to the river in Glencoe because you'll get absolutely eaten alive with midges. So thank you, and here's to the next video.